Hello friends in Dublin, hello friends in Scotland, how are you?
Hola.
Hola! Well, in our last video I was wondering why we saw some links about and comments on Twitter about the Spanish official position on Brexit. We finally found the statements from Mariano Rajoy, and you can listen to them directly on my blog, The Bridge Between Galicia and Scotland. I'll be posting special links and sharing some thoughts on Brexit these days, so have a look and you will see our president, I hope that will change very soon on the 26th, because there's general elections in Spain. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, fingers crossed. But Mariano Rajoy is very, very clever as usual. He is against Brexit, but the figures he gave were not so correct. But exactly the sadly position of the Spanish government is against Brexit.
They're for it or against it? They're against Brexit.
Against
They
it.
want us to stay.
Yeah.
Is this anything to do with Gibraltar?
Well, we'll talk about later.
Okay.
There's a lot of news on Brexit, nothing or almost nothing about Scotland. We have some news about the debates and what happened with the debates, and this news from El País. Douglas is going to translate.
El espionaje español. Entre el debate del Brexit. Ooh, the Spanish spying. What's happened there?
It's about
Have we got a Spanish James James Bond?
I don't know. Well, the vulnerability of the United Kingdom if the United Kingdom leaves the European Union, that was the debate. And in the middle of everything, there was probably some comment on the Spanish.
It's the sharing of information.
Intelligence services.
Yes. Are we going to share? Are we not going to share?
The Spanish media, and when I say Spanish media, is ABC, La Razón, El País, El Mundo, El Diario, are talking about Brexit. Obviously, the right-wing newspapers are more focused on Project Fear and, well, and good news for the Remain in the EU campaign. For example, this news, you can...
El diputada conservador deja la campaña a favor del Brexit por sus mentiras. Oh, a conservative...
Sarah Wollaston,
a member of parliament, is she? She's leaving the campaign in favour of Brexit because of their lies.
For me, it's curious because there's a lot of news very similar to the indirect campaign, and as you remember, during indirect campaign there were people leaving the Better Together campaign because their negativity. The Spanish media also reported the website crashing for the people to be registered on
Oh, yes.
Three...
That late surge of registration. It crashed the page.
Yeah, it was very interesting listening to Alex Salmon about the incompetence of the British government on the radio, on the program on
they couldn't.
LBC.
They couldn't organise a
quite
piss up in a
interesting.
brewery.
Yeah, and of course there was a wee news about probably the independence of Scotland, and Cameron saying he was worried about, he was concerned about the possibility of Scotland being independent. It was the first time he
recognises
says so in public.
A thuthar, what's that?
It's just encourage or something like that. I thought, yeah.
Okay.
A very interesting debate was the debate with Nicola Sturgeon and Boris Johnson. It was very interesting because the position of Nicola Sturgeon was quite different from the other people on the panel. But
Boris.
just El Mundo reported that
Everyone against Boris. Oh.
Carlos Fresneda, he's the
Poor Boris.
journalist
Poor wee soul.
from the El Mundo, for El Mundo, he's really good. He's really good. And then let's talk about Blair.
Tony.
Tony, yes, and Tony and Mr. Mayor.
La Hague, Tony. La Hague.
I think these bosses are very toxic, and I don't have any. I'm
Blair
not sure
and
if they're-
Major warn that Brexit could break up the United
Yeah,
Kingdom.
I'm not sure if these voices are good for the Remain in the EU campaign, but here we are. Another
Do you think that they'll have a Gordon Brown effect?
Spanish newspaper, probably. Have you seen the video of Gordon Brown?
No,
Oh
I
dear. Well, sorry. This is La Razón, yeah. And this is La Vanguardia, which is a Catalan newspaper also reporting on Tony Blair and Mr. Mayor.
A possible rupture in Ulster
Uh-huh.
if Brexit wins.
Yeah. So let's talk about the polls. And as you know, there's polls up and down all the time. And the Spanish media, depending on which newspapers we're talking about, we see the Brexit or the Remaining campaign winning or losing. So here we are. This is El Mundo. So can you translate, please?
What's that? ¿Por qué gana el Brexit? Why? Why is it going to win?
Why? Why?
Why is it going to win?
Yeah, it's a huge page. It's a full page. This is the ABC. Can you translate, please, Douglas?
3, how do you say, inquiries, polls
Polls.
with victory for Brexit. Hits the pound. Oh dear. What currency are you going to use?
Oh, Plan B.
Is there a plan B?
Oh, sure. There's a Plan B. El País.
Cameron warns that Brexit is winning followers or
Fans.
adeptos.
Votes. And this is La Vanguardia, a Catalan newspaper.
Is gaining. El 55% de los británicos quiere salir. 55% of the British want to leave.
Uh-huh.
Is that 55% of the English?
Another
basically?
Catalan newspaper, El Periódico, is even worse because I say worse because there's more or less 2 points up, 2 points down. But in this last poll, El Periódico reported 10 points up for the Brexit campaign.
Brexit advances.
And now, what about interventions from abroad? Oh, well, let's see. First of all, the President of the European Parliament,
Who is?
Mr.
Schulz.
Schulz or something.
Warns that hay que discutir el futuro del UE, pase lo que pase. We have to talk about the future of the EU, no matter what happens.
Oh, that's quite sure, because no matter what happens, it will be to make change. Today we saw these reports on the 13 Nobel Prizes.
Oh,
Yeah.
the 13 Nobel. Oh, there's only got 12 here. We lost one. Or is Peter Higgs one as well? Peter Higgs. It's a bit biblical, isn't it? Peter Higgs and the 12 other. They're worried about Brexit. Look, they've even got a formula up there.
Well, that's the interventions from abroad and the international push.
13
First-
Nobel
yeah.
Prize winners warn.
Uh-huh. The market. What about the market? A déjà vu. Okay, the Brexit.
Ooh.
What about Brexit and the United Kingdom, Douglas? What's going on with that?
Leaves the United Kingdom outside the one market. You'll be outside of Europe.
But
That's
of
it.
course, we are in Galicia, and Galicia is in Spain.
It's a bit like indie ref, is it not?
What about Gibraltar? Gibraltar is on the table.
The Pignon thinks that the exit from the European Union would be an economic catastrophe and would open a new contencioso. What's contencioso? They're a bit contentious. Some contention.
Well, it would
With
be
Spain.
a lot of discussion and
Yes,
debate
they're
on
not
this.
terribly convinced.
You
about
have to understand we are having elections, general elections on the 26th. On the
Is
26th,
that just 3 days later?
3 days later.
Will it affect?
And if, on summer, we are talking about Gibraltar, no matter what. In this case, is because of Brexit. But
They
another,
don't vote in the Spanish elections, Gibraltar, do they?
I have no idea. I don't think
We
so
don't know.
because it's United Kingdom territory, isn't it? Officially, yeah. Do you remember this? Because the Herald Scotland,
Der Spiegel.
yeah, reported very interesting news. But the way I would like to
Schubel
say,
thinks that the referendum would impede the advance of the European integration.
I would like to say that I find very interesting the position of the Herald Scotland editorial this week.
The single market, el mercado único, the single market, it would cut their access.
There also,
Please don't go.
yeah, there is also the domino effect on the Spanish newspapers and what happened with the with Europe, with the rest of the countries, if the United Kingdom
Spain's
leaves.
becoming Eurosceptic. Oh.
That's interesting because, for example, on the sea sector, on the sea workers, the fishermen are very angry with the European Union, and it's very comprehensible. But
Yeah,
at the moment
all the
they
fishermen
are in favor
against
of a
them.
stay here.
No matter what country it is, the fishermen are against their central governments and the Central European government.
That's the
and
key. That's the key. The problem here
The
is
problem
we
is
have
they have no one defending their interests.
No,
The
they
central
don't.
government.
our government and in Galicia and in Madrid have decided to support industrial fisheries, but not the traditional fisheries.
Fish
So-
farms.
So they put some money and give some money to scrapper wee boats or wee fishing boats, and they are giving some money to make huge
Yeah, but to big corporations. It's not,
vessels. So that's very sad, and that's disgraceful, by the way, because it's our primary sector. Nigel Lawson, sorry.
Was he not Maggie's Chancellor of the Exchequer?
I think so.
The European Union, como todos los imperios, se disolverá, like all empires will dissolve itself. Wow.
Well, he makes a very interesting analysis on Europe.
Maybe he should think a little bit of the British Empire, as well. I'm sure he doesn't consider that one, no? But
Well, and our latest, Douglas, the time,
this was today's our wonderful.
La Voz de Galicia. Is
Russia
one-
waits in silence for Brexit to win.
Oh dear. And there's another
What's that?
one.
Is that so they can, all their oligarchs can buy up more property in London? I don't know what. Or maybe they just want to.
Well, we don't know
Divide
what
and
is going
conquer.
to happen. Obviously, you
La
have to
maldición
vote.
europeo de la política británica. Oh, the European curse. British politics. There's Maggie. There she is. Never far away. Still hanging around. Yeah.
And that's our report for today. Remember, we are sharing all news from the Spanish media with the hashtag Spanish Press, Galician Press, Catalan Press, or Basque Press. And also Latin Press if...
Any opinions? What do you think?
I
What does Spain think about the the EU?
Quite clear.
UK
Quite clear.
leaving?
Officially, the Spanish government wants the United Kingdom to stay. Obviously, for different reasons of the Scottish government. The only positive position was from Nicola Sturgeon. I was following the debates, and I find very interesting and very strong position from Alex Salmond,
She was good
Andrew
on...
Robertson, and also it's very interesting. Jeremy Corbyn, despite he made a very daft comment on the Scottish supporters.
Yeah, dafty, Jeremy.
What is going on with you? You
What a dafty.
footer.
Footer.
I like Jeremy Corbyn.
What was he saying? What was he that he didn't quite get about Scotland? Something.
No, I think they don't understand what is going on in Scotland. But I like Jeremy Corbyn, and I find very interesting and very. I clearly understand why he's not doing campaigning with
his
Tony Blair and
the
Gordon
UK
Brown.
as a whole. No.
But this comment on the Scots was not very clever. So, well, follow us in Twitter at Traducciones, at Pilar Aymara. Have a look on our blog, my blog, The Bridge Between Galicia and Scotland, and we'll be commenting on Spanish news on our next
I was going to
video.
ask you about BuzzFeed, no, because Nicola was good on BuzzFeed.
Oh yeah, was very good, and in fact, Cameron was
Yeah, do you
not
think-
so negative.
Do you think she's had a wee word in his ear?
Well,
Maybe.
let's say, see you soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.